Today, Edwards Air Force Base experienced a horrible tragedy, and we lost 8 great Americans. This crash is deemed to be unsurvivable, and right now, our thoughts and prayers are with the families of those that lost their loved ones. It was a B52 that was on initial takeoff, supporting the radar modernization program, which is it was a local test sortie. It took off, and immediately after takeoff, crashed and burst into flames.
This is a tough story here. An investigation underway now. How a B-52 bomber, massive plane, went down at Edwards Air Force Base yesterday morning. Matthew Whiz Buckley, retired Navy Top Gun fighter pilot and chairman of the No Fallen Heroes Foundation. And Buzz, good to have you back. Whiz, good to have you back. Tough news for the family. Where do you start with this investigation? You've 4 giant engines on each side of this B-52. What do you think?
Yeah, Bill, we have 8 total, and the B-52s can fly, with half of those out, essentially. This is a tough one, Bill. This was a test aircraft, B-52H, 412th test wing. So a lot of sensors on board, a lot of folks sitting in windowless rooms with air conditioning, monitoring things, getting ready for this test flight. So the Air Force is probably going to know soon enough. And Bill, I'm not in the camp of folks who say, hey, we shouldn't speculate. Absolutely false. In military aviation, you want to start speculating immediately as to potentially what went wrong. Why, Bill? Because as you and I are talking right now, there are B-52 crews on the other side of the planet, probably airborne right now. So we want to get the information as quickly as we can to these B-52 crews.
Okay, hey, Whiz, it's an old plane, right? You said it's a test flight. What are they testing for on a plane that's 50 years old?
Well, this was, as the colonel said, an RMP. They were testing some radar stuff. But, Bill, as you alluded to, this is a workhorse. These B-52 test aircraft can carry satellites, lift vehicles, rockets up to altitude and give them a further boost. So the test community uses these as a workhorse. And you just alluded to it, man. I mean, I'm going to age myself here. I'm 57 years old. These aircraft are older than me. Out of the 76 B-52s, 4 of them are used for test, and these are just aging workhorses, Bill, and we really need to see what happened here. 8 souls, man, it's devastating.
It seems like several dozen are still in service, and based on that charred tarmac, I don't know if it even got off the runway. I'm not sure. Here's more from Colonel Hayes on this investigation.
Right now, we're going to stand up an interim safety board to do the initial gathering of the facts, and that will then lead to a safety investigation board, which will look into those root causes. Once that's complete, it takes about 30 days. Then it'll go into an accident investigation board, and then that will determine all of the information that we can release to the public and to the next of kin. That process can take upwards of 6 months.
So, but Whiz, obviously we're flying these planes again for a reason. I don't get the sense as an aviator yourself that it's that necessary. Explain or back that up.
Well, Bill, these need to be replaced. We're working, we got B-1s, B-2s, we got the B-21 Raider coming. But, Bill, in 15 years of flying fighters, I lost 16 brothers in mishaps. Not a single one of those losses was in combat. This was training, mechanical, weather issues. So just because it's not Operation Epic Fury doesn't mean there's not some dangerous stuff going on. The test pilot world is a tight world, and I salute these test pilots. God bless them and their families.
Yeah, no doubt. Matthew Whiz Buckley, tough news any time of the year, especially with 250. Thanks for coming on. Good to see you. We'll look for answers.
You bet, Bill. We'll see you.
Dana, what's next?